feels the same in quarantine as it does in real life. Or maybe that's just for me, I don't know. But my name's Jacqueline. Nice to hang with you guys. Hi, Josh. How are you tonight? We have a really exciting interview tonight. I got my party sweatpants on, all ready to go. Kaitlyn Weaver will be joining us any second. I'm going to post this so everyone knows. Perfect. And she will be here any moment. But how are you guys all doing? Can you believe it's almost May? It's pretty crazy, and it's freezing outside still. Well, I may be a little over-exaggerating there, but that's all right. Hi, everyone. Hi, Anastasia. How are ya? So yeah, Kaitlyn Weaver will be here, and Kaitlyn, Canadian ice dancer, is putting us all to shame with what she's been able to do during her time in quarantine. The rest of us are, cleaning out our closets, reorganizing, sifting through past emotional traumas. But Kaitlyn has organized something so amazing, and she's here right now. So she's going to tell us about it. All right. Let's go. I can do it. So excited, I almost dropped you. Just connecting.
Hello, bonjour tout le monde.
Hi, Kaitlyn, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time. I know you are very, very busy for a person in quarantine. So before we dive into all of it, tell us about Open Ice, when it's airing, and all the things we can look forward to.
Well, as a matter of fact, we just finished our dress rehearsal. In true figure skating form, we've got to go through it and make sure all the transitions are fluid and pretty. So we just finished our dress rehearsal, but it's airing live. Everyone from around the world as a part of the show is live tomorrow, the 25th, Saturday, if you're not counting days, at 2 p.m. Eastern. It's the world's best figure skaters all in one place on openicelive.com, and it's just mind-blowing. This was a pipe dream, little fun thing, and now it's turned into something so real, and I just am so grateful.
That's amazing. Before we get into it even more, guys, if you have questions for Kaitlyn, I have a whole bunch already ready, but anyone else, say hello, send your best. Kaitlyn's here. So might as well take advantage of it.
But I wore my Calgary shirt.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Do we have any Calgarians in here? I know Anastasia is from Calgary.
Hi, Anastasia.
So she will appreciate that. Anastasia, host of Player's Own Voice, CBC.
Kaitlyn Weaver is boring.
Oh, that's our good friend Cody. Don't worry about that. He always has an opinion about everything on our CBC Sports and Olympics Instagram lives. So yeah, send your questions, guys. And so give us a little rundown of what it is, because it's a live streamed event, right?
Yes, it's a live stream TV show style fundraiser. Mm-hmm. So I'm the host along with Jordan Cowan of On Ice Perspectives. He's an incredible, talented visionary from the technological point of view, so he's helping me put this all on from the tech side, and I'm hosting the world's best figure skaters, so they're in their living rooms coming live to yours, and we've got performances, we've got some really tender moments. Everyone, no matter who you are, you're affected, and I thought it was really important not only to share within our skating community, but to see, how everyone's living, from all over the world. Someone has a unique perspective, and I'm honored to be able to tell these stories.
Definitely. And if you're a figure skating fan, it doesn't get much better than this on a Saturday afternoon, right?
It's mind-blowing. We've got 3,000 guests. No, not 3,000. But it's just, it was such a joy to put this together and just dream. And the miraculous thing is that everybody said yes. Scott Hamilton, Kurt Browning, Michelle Kwan, Sandra Bezic, Shaylin Bourne, Patrick Chan, Eric Radford, you name it, they're here with us, and it's just incredible to see the skating community stepping up.
Awesome. And you mentioned fundraising, and that's what this is all about at the end of the day.
That's right.
Where does that all go to, and what are you trying to help support?
All of the funds raised go to the UN Foundation's COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund for the World Health Organization. It was so important for me with these international guests to fundraise for an international audience. Everyone's affected, you know, and so the money that's going back is helping everyone in need from around the world, and it's a huge need. So every little bit counts, and it's incredible to hear just how far even $5 can go, you know, or even just reaching out, how much that can mean to someone. I'm learning so much, and I hope that the audience will stick around to learn so much too.
Oh, I'm sure they will. And everyone watching, tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. The countdown.
Tomorrow! Yeah, it's tomorrow.
How did the run through go, rather?
It went well. I'm not willing to jinx it. There are a lot of little things for us to work on. But people are showing up, you know, our community is showing up for the people that are in need. And I'm very grateful and empowered by what we can do and even what has already been done. So I'm excited.
So cool. Okay. So speaking of all of your amazing guests, I've got some pictures here of some skaters and people in the skating family that will be making an appearance tomorrow. So what I want you to do is tell us either your favorite memory with this person, or how you met them, or your favorite thing about their skating, you know, anything. The first thing that comes to mind, okay?
Hi, Monica. By the way.
Hi, Monica. All right. First up,
Adam Rippin. I've known him, gosh, we've known each other since we were 15 years old at
Really?
team camp. Yeah. I'm just so pleased that such a bright, beautiful soul has been able to get the recognition I think he deserves. I mean, everybody sees the funny Adam that we all knew as children. And so he just, what a joy to have bring smiles to faces. You know, I think he does good things for our sport, and he's just makes me smile and laugh.
He's a pretty funny guy. Was it crazy after Pyeongchang? Because I mean, of course, you guys all knew him. Any skating fans would know him up until that point. But I think during Pyeongchang, his star power went it skyrocketed. What was it like to see him go from you know, seeing him around the ring to seeing him on Ellen DeGeneres and all of the stuff?
He was serving, you know. To me, it's just like when I was reading, you know, at the Olympics, especially in Pyeongchang, we were in a bubble, you know. We don't get a lot of exposure to the outside world. And so I was reading about these things on Twitter and in the news, which still as athletes we would be limited to just for our own focus. And so when I caught up, I was just like, what is going on? Good for you, Adam. You know, I just he's made a lot of bold choices in a way that I think is helping people, and I'm happy to see him get the recognition and the popularity that we all know and love of him. You know, he's himself as a celebrity and even as a friend.
Awesome. Okay, here's the next one.
Okay.
Oh, I'm covering you up. It looks like I'm walking with. But this is a picture. Really, you explain this picture, and then I'll explain a bit more context.
Okay, so I was in LA for the Four Continents Championships in 2019. Sorry, all the years just run together. 2019, and Meryl lives in Los Angeles, and so Ashley Wagner and I stayed for a couple days just to vacate after the competition, and we met up with Meryl. And so leaving this restaurant, it was a popular restaurant. I don't remember. She would know the name of it. There were legit paparazzis outside, and we were just like, oh my gosh. And I mean, Meryl won Dancing with the Stars. Not only is she Olympic champion, obviously, but she's kind of a little fixture in the LA sporting, you know, celeb world. And I just thought it was the funniest thing that I was getting my picture taken, which you can't see me. I'm probably making a goofy face.
Here, I'm looking like Kaitlyn in the picture. It literally looks like
you need me to no. Let's reframe it. Can you like laugh and
it's like perfectly proportionate.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Yeah. So paparazzis were taking our picture, and we could look them up. We found them online. It was hysterical.
I was gonna say, like, this is a paparazzi picture. When I saw it, I was like, I need to know the story behind this. But that's super cool.
Yeah, that was really funny. We're just buddies, you know. We've been friends for so long, all of us in the skating community. So that was kind of like a little funny moment.
Very cool. Okay, next guest. Oh man, I covered it up again. Here we go.
Is that Kaitlyn Osmond? There she is.
There she is. Kaitlyn Osmond.
Yeah, another guest that I'm so happy to host in Open Ice, which is tomorrow for those of you that are just joining, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Kaitlyn, gosh, what an extraordinary talent, an extraordinary heart and soul, and she's real, and I love her for that. She's a Newfoundland girl, and she's grounded. She's achieved the world's best, period, and she's just grounded like a girl next door, and we have so much fun together.
Awesome. Okay, we'll do one or two more. Next one up.
Gabby and Guy.
I'm talking legends. Like they're my friends too, but Gabrielle Papadakis and Guillaume Cizeron. Have you seen much of their season?
You know what? I've been partially removed from the season. I was on Battle of the Blades, which aired on CBC.
Yes,
and so that kept me occupied during the fall, and then moving to New York City during the first part of this year, and now this. So I was looking forward to the Worlds, to seeing everybody in person. I haven't seen much at all of anything, but I know that this program is unique, and I just love them. I think they're absolutely incredible, and they have undoubtedly changed the sport of ice dance. So, you know, they're dancers that also can skate. We all try and be dancers, but they're like for real artists that also are the best skaters in the world. So
their spoken word free program was pretty crazy, you know, to elevate at this point in the game. Figure skating is one of those sports that just is going 110 miles an hour anyway, but well, 150 really. But as an ice dancer, do you have any like fun memories or like a fun story with them?
None that we can share on CBC Olympics.
Gotcha.
Just kidding.
Oh, no, I was gonna say no more.
Well, listen, this is kind of funny. I was at their first World Championships. Andrew and I were second. We missed by the most narrow margins in history, the gold medal. And I think Gabby and Guillaume were, they trained in Detroit actually. So we knew them for a bit before this, and they were maybe 12th or 13th. And on the last night, I took them aside and I was just like, it's been a pleasure to know you. You guys are so incredible. Like, just, you know, not to say I was speaking in any way of any type of platform. I just was appreciating them, and I just was like, you guys are so amazing, and I love what you're doing. Like, it's just, I'm a fan. And then the next year they won Worlds. So I was just like, well, that was funny. Their star was rising so fast, and nobody could stop them. So I love them so much.
Awesome. They're gonna be awesome tomorrow. And I'll give us one more.
Kurt
Browning. I was gonna say, I hope you can see him.
Yeah.
Kurt Browning, that's a big one.
I mean, the one, the only, the legend. This was taken on the ferry from Victoria Island to Vancouver, and it's a tradition on Stars on Ice. And the cast, it's the second to last stop of the tour, and so we have a nice moment. And Kurt, I've been a fan for literally my whole life. When I was a child, I called him Kurt Brownie, and that's why he was my favorite, because his last name was Brownie.
Cute.
Like, he's been a fixture in my life forever, literally, and he's taught Andrew and me so much, and he makes me laugh like without a moment's hesitation. So what a gift he's given figure skating, Canadian figure skating. And he has the time to make it personal with everybody he meets, including me. So I love him.
Awesome. Okay, so Layla had a nice little message. She says she loves you, Kaitlyn, and your ice dance with your beautiful partner. Thank you for that comment, Layla.
Hi, Layla. Thank
Clee666 says,
you.
hi, Kaitlyn. Awesome.
Hi.
And then Kimanu84 is wondering about Open Ice tomorrow. Are there any surprise guests that you haven't announced yet?
Yes.
Ooh, tune in. Tune in, everyone. Okay, let's take some more fan questions.
Let's go.
All right. Let's see, which one? There's a lot. Kaitlyn, you got a lot of questions here.
Really? That's
yes.
cool.
Ooh, I really like this one because I have a favorite costume of yours, so I want to see if this is yours too. I am Jillian C. asks, which is your favorite costume that you've worn over your career?
Oh man, this is a hard question just because, you know, it feels like each year, each program is just a representation of where you're at in that moment. And so it's hard to like pick. The first one that comes to mind is we did a Strauss short dance, and it was all pearls and the funny thing was that it was made in about a week because we had to change our program so quickly between start another, and our costume makers were incredible in Detroit and made this gown, and so that one made an impression on me. But it's hard to choose. What was your favorite? I don't know.
I got a picture hoping it would come up, so I'm gonna show it to you.
Okay.
Let's see, where is she?
I'm a little bit afraid.
I hope you can see it. There it is.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I love this. I want to borrow it. I want to know where it lives. It's area code. I want to know everything about it, and I just want to. Do you still have it?
Here. At this point, I'm not willing to model it because #quarantine life.
That's fair.
But this was made by Darius Pankauskas here in New York, who does a lot of ballroom dance. And I was pleased to debut this at the Olympics, and it was fun. I liked that one too.
That is so good.
And Andrew looks really good in red. He looks really good in red.
Yeah, that was a perfect pairing. How is Andrew?
He's good. I miss him. He's in Toronto. So he's close to family in Canada, and we've never been apart this long, you know, so it's kind of weird, but knowing, of course, it's for the best, and all of the tours, Stars on Ice, everything was canceled for the best. So we keep in touch. We talk every day, and he's doing well, though. He's staying active, mental and personal activity, and so he's doing well, and we keep in touch.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. Oh, speaking of, this is kind of sweet. Bulldog97 asks, what are 5 of your favorite things about Andrew?
Woo! Andrew, he's loyal. He's a great friend. He called me even before we did our dress rehearsal just to make sure I was okay. You know, he's got your back, and I love that about him. He's a really, really, really good skater. So I really like that.
It's an important one to have.
Yeah, so he's got my back in both ways. He makes me laugh. He's so goofy. You know, I hope people can see sometimes his personality. He cracks a funny joke, and you don't expect it sometimes. He's funny.
Awesome. Okay, are you good on time for now?
Yep.
We'll just do a couple more, and then maybe a quick little rapid round of questions, and then we'll get you on your way, because I know that you'll probably have an early morning tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew, or Matt Harris Parks, is there one piece of music you wish you could perform to?
Definitely. This is a great question. As much as I love skating, I also love music and collecting music. I think as skaters, they're our voice. You know, we connect so intrinsically to them. And I've got a whole list. I've got a whole playlist of music. The first one that comes to mind, gosh, there's so many. The first one that comes to mind is Both Sides Now by Joni Mitchell and And Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier did a spectacular free dance to that. So maybe we'll have to shelf that idea. But there's so many beautiful, beautiful songs. And the cool part about this life too as a skater is that one of our more famous programs was suggested by a fan. So
cool.
Sometimes the fans just know the lay of the land and they have great suggestions, and we used it to create one of our favorite programs, which was Je suis Milan. So.
Oh, wow. Hey guys, do you hear that? If there's something you want to see from Kaitlyn and Andrew, maybe in the future, couldn't hurt to send the idea in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so thank you for answering fan questions. Thank you everyone who sent questions in. You guys are amazing. So let's do a quick rapid round of questions, and they're super simple. You'll know the answers. It will be good. Okay. First thing you'll do when quarantine is over.
Dance class.
Nice. Best thing you've watched.
Ooh, oh gosh, so hard. I've seen a lot of good. The one on
Tiger King. No, I'm just kidding.
No, well, I mean, I know that's the. Wait, I need to know the answer. I need to know this. Oh, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, the movie, the film.
Oh, I really wanted to see that in Toronto, actually, before all the theaters closed.
It was breathtaking. I have no words, and I watched it the next day. Hi, Andrew. He's there.
Oh, there's Andrew. Hey, Andrew, how's it going?
Portrait of a Lady on Fire was by far one of my more favorite audience moments so far of this pandemic, and I watched it the next day again.
Very cool. Okay, then I need to see it for sure. Favorite city to compete in?
Tokyo.
And what's the funnest or best thing to do in Tokyo when you have free time?
I have a memorable trip to Harajuku with our little team. We were there for World Team Trophy, and we went together as a group. And we went to Harajuku and just to sit and watch. It's another world. And the audience dedication and support of their skaters, like in Canada, is incredible. And so that's an easy answer. Japan or Canada, 100%.
Sweet. What was it like competing against Andrew on Battle of the Blades?
You know, there were some moments that were strange, but we're good communicators, I think, and so we made it like, oh, we're both gonna go do this thing. Who knows what's gonna happen, but we're both gonna do this thing. And I think one cute moment was that always before a show we found time for each other. You know, we gave all of our energy to our respective partners, Sheldon and Natalie. God bless them, they're amazing. But then we found a moment to be like, hey, you doing okay? Yeah, you doing okay? How are you feeling? Yeah, okay, good luck. So
that's awesome. And you guys both got so far. Yeah,
that was funny.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean,
Natalie Spooner, if you're out there, you're a rock star. Like, she was incredible. And I'm so grateful to have Sheldon Kennedy as my partner. I mean, he'll be in my life forever. So awesome. That was amazing.
Yeah. Diva Aviva, she says, hope you get back to Battle of the Blades. Keep your eyes open, Diva Aviva. That's a great name. Keep them wide open.
Diva Aviva.
Okay, almost done. What's your favorite type of vacation? Beach, mountain, or city?
Well, I get a good dose of the city, so I'm gonna go with tough choice between beach and mountain. I'm gonna go with beach. I can't complain with the sound of the waves, you know, but I have had some incredible moments with fellow Canadian Olympians, Ariane Jones, Anastasia Busis, Paige Lawrence, up in Canmore. And nice. The mountains, just sitting in front of the mountains and seeing something so much bigger than you is very therapeutic as well. So nature, man, in any way you can get it.
Canmore has to be one of the most beautiful places in the world. What was a crazier ride? Thank You Canada Tour or Battle of the Blades?
Different.
Okay.
That's a really good question. Different. Thank You Canada was an incredible ride, but a ride. We literally went from coast to coast, and you know, sometimes 4 or 5 shows in a row with sleeping on the bus. And so that was a big learning curve for me, who's used to like my little bed at home and my comfort zone. But gosh, did we learn so much, and it was a really incredible experience to see all of the cities that have been touched by skating but can't see it ever anymore, you know?
Right.
The little tiny small towns, but Battle, Battle changed my life. 100%.
Oh, wow.
Battle 100%, and Sheldon Kennedy specifically. Shout out to Shelly if he's out there. He can skate. Hashtag Shelly can skate. But he changed my life. What an extraordinary gift that was to be with him, and how much he taught me about myself, about giving back, about the power of connection, and of charity. And he just tried his very best and went all the way. And I felt so honored to be standing by his side during that.
So just getting to know Sheldon and his energy and the nature of the giving back of the program, that's what was made it such a...
Absolutely. And to learn what some people have been through, you know, he hasn't had it easy. And yet when you meet him, if you had no idea, which I didn't before I met him, I didn't know his story, and you would never know. And so it's just, you never know what lies beneath the surface, what battles people have fought. And to see what he's been able to do out of that struggle and pain, and to see how he's been able to turn that into action is, to me, extraordinary.
Definitely.
And
awesome.
To many, extraordinary.
Definitely. Okay, this was supposed to be rapid, but your answers are so good, and I
sorry.
Like
oh my God, this is
talking
rapid.
To you about them. It's my fault. What Olympian have you met that you fangirled over? If any.
Oh, the guy from the athlete from Tonga.
Oh, totally.
I forgot his name. Sorry. He was in the Summer Olympics and Winter Olympics, and when I saw him, I was just like, oh, that's him. He arrived in Togo. Thanks, Andrew. Togo.
Peter from Togo.
He arrived at the after party slicked up with his grass skirt. Sorry if I'm saying this wrong, but he arrived in his cultural clothing, and I was just like,
you stopped for a second. You were like, what? Yeah. That's a good one. Okay, last question. What have you learned most about yourself while social distancing?
That's a really great question, and that's one that I think athletes are all asking themselves right now, is like, what are we doing with this time? What can we do with this time? What have I learned the most about myself? I think that open ice has taught me that I can kind of, if you reach out, if you dedicate the time and reach out and ask a question, you know, anything can happen. This idea for open ice came from kind of a small seed of just wanting to help and wanting to see what we could do as a skating community. And all I did was reach out and ask questions and ask for help. And it turned into this incredible thing that I never could have dreamed I would be able to do and can't do without the help of those that have been a big part of this. So to me, it's like, don't underestimate the power of reaching out and what that can do for you and for others.
Awesome. Holly Skyme, I hope I'm saying that right, is actually asking, what is open ice? It's a great question, and we'll end off with a quick explainer for everyone who's joined us a bit late, and details, because you don't want to miss open ice. That I know. So Kaitlyn, go for it.
Open Ice is a live TV show style fundraiser. It will be airing on YouTube tomorrow, April 25th at 2 p.m. Eastern, featuring the world's best figure skaters from everywhere, live from their living room. I mean, it's just an incredible amount of talent all coming together to raise funds for the UN Foundation's COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund for the World Health Organization. We've got stories, games, trivia, crazy combinations of people, and ultimately we're here to connect and spread hope and do some good for people that really need it the most right now.
Amazing. Well, thank you so
anything on my profile, you'll see it, and it's going to be a really special afternoon.
Yes, Holly is setting a reminder, and everyone needs to be like Holly. Set that alarm, 2 p.m. ET Open Ice tomorrow. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a great time. I can tell already. Good luck. Not that you need it, because like a good figure skater, you were prepared. But are you excited? Like, are you feeling a little like you're ready?
Yeah. It's fun to kind of have the nervous energy. It feels like competing. And with so much time, we tried to make it as big and grand as possible. But ultimately, there are people that don't have the time to do something like this and who really just need a helping hand. And I feel very honored to be able to kind of spearhead this initiative to do some good.
Awesome. Everyone's sending the good vibes to Open Ice tomorrow, and to everyone out there who's maybe not having the easiest time in this social isolation. Hopefully Open Ice and other, efforts like it can bring a little sunshine to your day. So thanks again, Kaitlyn. We appreciate
Will you be watching? Will you be watching?
Yeah, I'm going to set my I don't even need to set my alarm. I already know it, but I'm going to set my alarm right after this. And we'll say one more time for good luck, 2 p.m. April 25th.
That's right. You got it.
All right. Thanks, Kaitlyn.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
See you tomorrow.